Can we use Tycon solar panels in a house?
Is 360 watts. So you've got the
Okay.
monocrystalline and the polycrystalline.
Ones that we're talking about, because ours really is about the size, right? Hey guys, Bruno here from Flytech Computers with another episode of Tycon Tuesday. And today I got Mr. Seth here with us from Tycon, and we got a few questions here for you, Seth.
Let's hear it.
So we had one of our customers recently call us and ask us about the solar panels, Tycon solar panels. And we were very excited to try to work with him on the project, but he wanted to use it for his house. And so we were kind of lost in, what's the best scenario there for him? I mean, can we use Tycon solar panels in a house? Is there something that we need to do differently? So can you help us out to figure out what we need to tell this customer here?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's probably our number one question when we're at trade shows. We go to a lot of security trade shows and people see our solar panels. They're like, hey, can I put this on my house? Right? Mm-hmm. Now, Tycon designs our applications for remote areas, right? We're not in the residential or, powering your business. We're not in that market. There's tons of other companies that can do that. However, we do have similar solar panels to what they're putting on homes, right? Our largest solar panel is 360 watts, okay? So now, to put that in perspective, if you're doing like our largest system would have 2,100 watts of solar array, right? So you're getting about 350 watts of continuous power. Most homes would need anywhere from 4 to 6 kilowatts.
Wow. That's
a lot of solar, right? Yeah. You're talking about 20, 25, maybe more solar panels to power your home. We do have, obviously we have the solar panels, we have roof mounts so that you can put that on your roof. But what we're missing and what we're not in the market of, but what somebody would need would be some sort of grid tie inverter. Mm-hmm. And what that does is it'll take the current coming from the solar panels and then feed into your home electricity, right? A lot of cities will actually give you rebates, or if you're able to feed power to the city grid, right? So you could, your city might be eligible for that. Now, the downside is you're only going to have power when there's sunlight, right? So the panels don't work great during the evening. Okay, that was a slight exaggeration, or not exaggeration enough. They won't work, right? You need sunlight. So right. In order to have power at night, you would need some sort of battery bank, right? Our batteries, you would need a shed full of batteries. And so that's why ours aren't ideal for residential. Right. Now, there's companies that make wall batteries or, batteries for a wall that you can put in your garage. They're the lithiums and all that kind of stuff. But what I've seen a lot of people do is they just have, they're running off of solar energy during the day when the sun's out. And then in the evening, when they're not powering as many devices, they're not powering as much because lights are, they go to bed, power's mostly, they're not using it, right? Mm-hmm. Then they'll just run off the grid. So you got grid power coming in during the night when you don't have sunlight, and then you've got your solar panels kind of providing that primary energy during the day. So you really, you drastically reduce your electricity bill, if not even making a little bit of income or supplementing when if you're able to tie into the grid and help power the grid. Maybe you're supplying power to your neighbor's house, right? Mm-hmm. So there are many options when it comes to that. Our solar panels are not primarily used for residential, but they absolutely can be used. There's no difference between the panels that they're putting on the roof and the panels that we provide. We've had some people approach us and they say, hey, what about a small cabin, right? It's a hunting cabin or a cabin that they'll go up to once in a while. Absolutely. We actually have a video on Tycon TV that where our owner went and helped install a big remote pro system for his friend out in the woods, where they're providing power for, the basics, something small refrigerator, maybe running just a couple odds and ends devices at his cabin. So it's not a full-time project, right? We're not relying completely off of solar energy, but it is a possibility, or it is an option for smaller applications like that.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, if you maybe want to just to charge some phones, maybe some
Oh
cameras you
yeah.
need out there for what, a cabin in the middle of the woods for, I don't know, hunting or something. The basic stuff. That would be pretty interesting to be able to have, a simple system like that. Because I'm sure if you were to try to get like a system that would go into a house, it would be tremendously expensive compared to what we're talking about here, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So the main thing is solar panels are basically the same. The
Yeah,
missing
yeah,
part.
yeah. I mean, so there's two types of solar panels. You've got the
Okay.
monocrystalline and the polycrystalline.
Okay.
It's just the way they cut the crystals. So ours are monocrystalline, but there's really not a lot of difference, right, between those panels. There's some based on efficiency. They could be from 20 to 23, 24% efficient. Haven't seen a lot past that efficiency for those size of panels, but yeah, there's not a lot of difference.
Interesting. Okay. And so the main thing missing is just that inverter, I guess, that would
Yep.
kind of connect it to the grid and whatnot.
Exactly.
And obviously the batteries as well. I mean, we do work with lead acid and lithium. I think we did a video on
We
that.
covered that for sure.
So that's something interesting to check out to see the difference. But I'm sure that these wall batteries, they're much more complex than the ones that we're talking about, because ours really is about the size, right? We're trying to make something that's small enough to be put on a pole or an enclosure, maybe even mobile in some sort of
Right.
trailer. I know you guys do that. That's another video we can have a talk about in the future. But that, I think those are, I guess, the big differences. But if somebody says, hey, your panels are good for me, I want it for my house, I'm gonna get everything else somewhere else, we can definitely get on those panels. So
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, very interesting. We're gonna put all this together and send it off to our customer and hopefully get them to understand what's going on so we can make a decision on that project. So appreciate the time on there.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, Bruno.
Awesome. Thanks, Seth. See you guys. Hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get the latest from FlyTech. Thanks.